lot of women today act like escorts. If a man has to pay you for your time in order to go out with you, you're an escort, okay? Because us regular girls are not charging men money to take us out on a date.
She said she'll tell a man, I can't get excited unless a man is paying all of my bills. And I said, whoa. But then I thought about it and I was like, that's kind of, I get it. I get it. It's like seeing a man in uniform. There's a TikTok video of a bunch of firemen helping people because they were trapped in an elevator. And I was like, good Lord. That does it. And also the thought of you paying all of my bills. Now, I'm an independent lady. I don't need you to pay my bills. But it's just that you did that. You know what I mean? What is it about that? Does anybody, ladies, is it for you too? Something about that. And trust me, if I don't want you, I'll kick you to the curb and I'll start paying my own bills. But if you do that, for me, it feels like you're taking care of me. And that's a lot.
Why do I feel like we are not making the men beg as much as we need to? I mean, I feel like my girls are not standing up. I feel like we're forgetting that we're the prize. I am the win here. Like, you need to be chasing me. I have been seeing women chase men. Why are we chasing men? We are the prize. They win when they get us. They need to be begging for us. Does that make sense? I am just tired of seeing my sisters going out sad behind some of these men, child. We are the prize. We are the win. They are lucky to have us. And that's it.
I need to make a video response to this one. I never said or implied that men are ATMs. I said when someone is trying to pursue you, they're gonna do everything to get you. They're gonna apply that pressure. I also said that if the person likes you, they're gonna do either or, of taking you on dates or sending you money or both.
This is for the girls. Every woman that I see, they support men and they are like clingy to men and they treat men like a princess, is usually the women that are like, they don't take care of themselves, they don't love themselves, they are so attention seekers. A tiny little bit of attention from men makes them giggle, makes them happy, they keep bragging about it, and I'm like, get over yourself. Why don't you spend that time to take care of yourself because you look like shit? That's the type of woman who will treat a man like a princess.
What's good, guys? It's your boy Justin J coming to you another video. Let's cook, boys. Let's cook. All right. Women want providers and smart men are dating women that actually like them. Shout out to the homie that sent me a DM. I think it was last night. I read over it a little bit, basically saying that I never knew it was this easy to get cooperation from a woman. You're welcome, brother. Ignore the ones that don't want to cooperate with you and go for the ones that make it easy. On another episode of Not All Women Are Like That, we've got more clips. Let's get straight into it.
Your most attractive friends are single. Yep. Here's why. I know you know. I know you're thinking of that one friend, like that one Becky that you're like, she's hot as, but she literally has never had a boyfriend. Yeah, here's why. The boys, the men, the Jimmy, the John, the James are all afraid of getting their ego hurt, okay? Men go for who they can, and women go for who they want. And when you go for someone that you want, not knowing if they want you back, sometimes you get rejected. But because men are so scared of getting their ego hurt, they won't go for someone that they think will say no to them or will reject them. Because God forbid, Jimmy John Jr. has to get rejected. How is he gonna explain that to his friends? He thinks he's Mucho Man. Girls don't just go for what they can. They have standards and they don't just go for, the bottom of the barrel, but men settle, and that's the truth.
Yes, men go for women that want them. It's this word salad and manipulation women are going to try to throw out there of like, she's a low quality woman or she's a pick-me or the ones that cooperate with men don't know their worth and blah, blah, blah. So you think by being uncooperative is going to get a man to cooperate with you. That would only be a weak man, but you want a strong man. You want a leader. Let's get into what she says. Let's analyze this. The bottom of the barrel men. What is she talking about? I tell men, you should be in shape. You should be well groomed. Shit, you should get your hair cut 2-3 times a month. You know how much that's going to run you? You should have your clothes match. You should have a sense of style. You should like shoes. You should smell good. You should be charming and charismatic. You should be a strong guy. Well, what's the other stuff? Oh, she wants you to be taller than the average man. She wants you to be richer than the average. She wants you to make more money than the average man. She wants all of this stuff. Nothing about character. Nothing. Women go for the men that they want. And yeah, where does that strategy lead them? Men go for the women that they want, and those women want them. They're willing to pour into them, invest into them. They can get on with them. They can build with them. The men that you want them to be already built, and that's fine. I'm not saying that that's a bad thing and that women shouldn't want that. But this strategy leaves women out here naked pretty much, because it's like the man that you want can be taken. He can have a roster. He doesn't want to date seriously. He wants to date casually. And you're all searching for this guy. There's actually a bunch of stand-up guys out here. Let's get the next clip.
So I saw this in a group, and I want to definitely talk about this. The text exchange just starts off very simple. Hey, this is Vance. Hey, hope you had a good day. I'm excited for tomorrow. I can pick you up. But if you're not comfortable, we can just meet there. I don't know why, but I'm feeling like getting some ice cream in this hot weather. LOL. Now, girl, the delivery was just not there for me. However, you are entitled to your opinion. Let's read her response. Sorry if this may come off as rude, but I don't do ice cream dates. I'm a 26-year-old woman, and date like that seems like absolute bare minimum for me. Meeting up would be a waste of both of our time since we probably don't have the same vibe. I like her honesty, but it's the delivery for me. But I guess even for me, sometimes I can come off as an a-hole. So let me know how you feel about this.
This woman rejected an ice cream date and said, I don't think it'll be worth my time. And I told you guys a while back in a video, a woman hit me with that same thing. And she had followers on TikTok. She thought she was some influencer or whatever. That's cool. She didn't know who I am. And that's fine. I'm never trying to flex that. Or I have a YouTube channel or whatever. I'm sponsored by this person. I don't do that. It's whack. This woman told me, well, if it's worth my time, I'll go on a date with you. I stopped talking to her. I just stopped talking to her. These women, they don't want to earn anything. They want lavish restaurants. They want spas. They want sip and paint. They want all of this stuff. And they think that you're supposed to be happy that they're giving you an opportunity to spend money on them. But then turn around and say, when men say they don't chase women, that's gay. I'm chasing a bill? Pretty much. Doesn't make any sense. But the whole time, they've given it away for free to a guy that they really want. Or a guy that wanted to ask them to coffee. Here's another thing. For a guy that they want, they'll do coffee. They'll do ice cream. All the things that they say that they want, or they got the hots for a guy and he offers them a coffee date. I don't have to do the celebrity analogy. But hey, if they offered a coffee, they would take it. It's still a person. It proves the point. Actually, let a woman tell you.
I'm smiling so hard because I really love pissing y'all off. Like, it really makes my nipples hard knowing I get so much joy out of making y'all so upset. But I say that to say this. Remember when I got up here saying that these only ask for money from they don't like because they really giving they shit out for free? And you came in my comments and said, oh, you're pandering and oh, you're a pick-me. I have some video footage I want to show y'all real quick. Hold on.
This one's for you, Brayden. Brayden, if I get a strike, you get the hit. You get the hit. Are you ready?
I don't want to hit. I don't want to. Gutter, please gutter. Please gutter.
Exhibit 1. This didn't have to do nothing. You came up to this and said, if I hit a strike, you get the hit. Not only did this not want to hit, congratulations to that man. He's really, really smart too. But you got tight and walked away. This is what these do. They give they shit away for free and make you simp stupid pay for this. That was free. I told y'all all that money is a facade. You'll give that away for free for free $99. This was willing to give her away for a strike? Said 3 strikes you're out. Said I don't want to hit. Exactly. This is how really do where I'm from. This is how they do. I love who humble because like to get up here every day popping like they really like that. I told y'all this is what do. They play. And you get on my nerves trying to make these stupid lows feel higher than what they are. Didn't I tell y'all that this is what they do? Can I get an apology? Thank you. I know. And what's even funnier is this is on camera. So could you even imagine what's going on behind the scenes? Y'all forgot? I done fought a lot of before. I know how to really act for real. Bitches will go to a nigga's house. They ain't got to pay for her nails. She'll go to that house with 3 nails missing and still slurp that up. And that won't even pay for her cab home. I've seen it happen. I actually waited in the living room a couple times for a couple I'm not friends with no more. So this is how I know these things. Come on. Y'all think I'm going to sit here and lie to y'all? Y'all letting these play y'all for real, stupid.
It's true. And when men accept this is what these videos are supposed to do. It's not supposed to breed hatred for women or anything like that. No. It's exposing the truth to you so you can have a better experience and you can get over being so emotional when it comes to women. It's true. When you accept all of this, you actually have a better dating life. You develop a better dating strategy. See, dating gets easier for you when you let go of the nonsense, all of the emotional stuff. Oh, I really like her and I'm excited to see her. For what? You don't even know this chick. You understand? When you accept this, you get a better dating life and it becomes harder for women to date because there's less suckers. There's less men that are excited to meet up with her. So like I tell you guys, oh, she's a baddie, bro. Well, aren't you a muscular guy who has a beard, well-groomed, who is a well-dressed man, who smells good and who's charming and charismatic? So what the hell does she mean to you? All that she could do is be your equal. Oh shit, that does make sense. It only doesn't make sense if you're not all those things. Your dating life becomes easier and it becomes harder for women out here when you wake up. That's why they need you sleep instead of woke to the bullshit. Let's get into the next one.
The party's done. I'm smacked. And right now, I literally should be calling my husband, my person to be, to say, hi baby, I'm drunk. Can you come pick me up? I'm ready to fuck you. Whatever. But guess what? I don't have a fucking man. I don't have a man. I don't have a nigga. I have nothing. I have no one to call. I'm here with these bitches. None of these hoes can't do shit for me. I said these hoes. These bitches. None of these bitches can't do shit. They can't do shit for me. They can't scratch my itch. And I just want to know where my husband is. Where are you? If you are my husband, if you are my man, if you look at me and you think that I'm fucking worthy, okay? If you think that I am 34, I'm single, I have no kids, I have no fucking baggage, I travel the fucking world. Where's my husband? Where are you?
Out here clubbing, smoking, and drinking. This same woman wants a provider, but you know she doesn't want a productive dude. She doesn't. I'm 34 years old, wondering where her husband is. A smart man is not getting involved with this chick for anything more than taking her to Pound Town. That's it. That is all. Women think that they deserve quality men, but not being women that are of quality. So for instance, right? A woman like her will make fun of a chick like mine. I'm not saying my chick is exempt from anything, but let's just go over the basics. Has a Kindle on her at all time. Likes to read books as well as off the Kindle. Crochets. Works on her laptop all the time. Works out. Doesn't drink. Doesn't smoke. Doesn't worry about the latest trend or the new TikTok dance. Doesn't watch Keeping Up with the Kardashians. Doesn't watch Zeus Network. Doesn't watch things like The Bad Girls Club and Real Housewives of whatever the fuck. She doesn't partake in any of it. Been seeing her for a while now. Simple. I don't understand what... See, the thing is, these women want what they want and they don't want to adjust to get it. That's all. But you see that they have a harder time out here, and the women that cooperate with men and are of quality are with good dudes. Let's get into the next one.
Having a hoe phase is not the get back you think it is for having your feelings hurt. Having a hoe phase will not make it easier to find the one and settle down with because you've had your fun in your younger years. Having a hoe phase does not empower you in any way, shape, or form, because you cannot sleep your way through your abandonment issues, and you simply just cannot hoe your way into a happy home. It doesn't work like that. And you can't complain about men being dogs, the men will always cheat, this, that, and the third, when you're the one promoting having a hoe phase. The men wouldn't have a woman to sleep with if y'all didn't keep making yourselves accessible. And some of the same women who will say that stuff will also turn around and say, oh, God don't play about me. Well, how about you stop playing with him? Legs closed, Bible's open. Let's try that method.
The hoe phase. I want to talk about this. This is the biggest reason why women are uncooperative, why they won't cooperate with men. They can't sleep their way or bully their way into a situation with a good dude. See, a loser will fall for that, and then he'll have to pay the price. But a smart man, a stand-up man, a mensch, a good man, right? He's not going to fall for that. And you can't bully your way into it. So it leaves them out here to only deal with weak men. And when they deal with weak men, they have to become more masculine. So it builds this hard shell. They can't trust him with anything. He's weak. But that's the only people that they have to pick from when it comes to getting into a relationship. Strong man ain't going for that. He'll sleep with you, but it ain't going to turn into anything. So they're used to going through the phase. Then they try to take themselves out of it and repackage themselves. It don't work that way. As a matter of fact, let's take a look at the repackaging.
If a guy you're interested in, or like, I don't know, you guys are talking on a dating app or something, please don't do that. But if you are talking on a dating app, or you're just talking to somebody and they invite you over to their house, God forbid if it's the first date, but even like the second, third, or fourth, or fifth, I would say like the first 5 dates need to be them putting in work. If they're inviting you over to their house to watch a movie, or to like cook dinner at their house or your house, they're broke and not worth your time. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Just don't waste your time.
See how she said the third, the fourth date? If he's inviting you over to cook, he's probably broke. It all goes back to money. It all goes back to money. Let me ask you, right? What's a smarter strategy in your head as a guy? Spend money that you don't have, or even if you do have it, you spend money on a chick instead of literally handing it to her like, yo, come over, let's do this, I got this for you. Wouldn't that be a smarter strategy? Everything was understood rather than, oh, let me take you here, and let me take you here, and let me do this, and let me do this, and let me buy your Rolex, and let me do this, and let me take you to Turks and Caicos, and let me do this. No, just give it to her and get it over with. But see, if you go about it that way, you're disrespectful. I don't do that. I don't sell box. Da-da-da-da-da. Which one is it? Women going over to a guy's house, I completely understand on the first time. I completely understand, but I'm used to that happening for me. So, and I know a bunch of other guys are as well. Even if you did take her out and then on the second date, you're like, yo, come over, I'm going to cook us something. That's perfectly fine if you're into him. Women will get on camera and do this show and be like, I don't go for this and I don't go for that. Okay, fine. Just wait around for a guy that's going to cooperate with you. 9 times out of 10, you ain't going to want him like that. See, no matter how much women try to fight against it, the men that they're highly sexually attracted to or that they have interest in, they will naturally follow his lead and cooperate. And once again, the jig is up. You know, you guys got body counts. Nobody cares about that. That's why I tell guys, you're so hung up on that. What is she going to do for you? The body count. I'm trying to get with you too. I ain't no different from them. I'm trying to get with you too. So what's up? You don't have to put on this act for me. You don't have to do that. What are you gonna do? They don't want to do anything, but that's why you have a lot of women out here that are miserable, that are upset, that shame, blame, and complain and point the finger at men because they don't understand how to get men. The women that are in relationships, the women that are in situations that are leading to wherever they want it to go, but they see it's going that way through cooperation, are women that are smart. They're going to try to call them pick-me's. They're going to try to call them low value and all of this stuff. And their standards are low and blah, 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 blah. It's cool. Because there's nothing worse than being at a bar surrounded by younger women and you're an older woman and nobody's trying to buy your drinks. Nobody's asking for your hand on the dance floor. Nobody's trying to protect and provide for you. But that's fine, right? Because they got it themselves. They got it themselves. Remember this, women that cooperate with you, it's a beautiful thing. I told guys this a long time ago. You're so focused on, she's a baddie, bro, and the way she looks and all of this stuff. That's cool. What is she gonna do? And once you look at that part, you're like, damn. I guess she's just a baddie, bro. That's all she is. But what are you? Are you that muscular, confident, successful to a degree, stand-up dude who doesn't look for validation in other things, who doesn't run to vices, who's got himself, who bets on himself, who always wins because he can't lose? Are you that guy? Are you that guy? Because if you're not, it would make sense why she's a baddie, bro, so important to you. But if you are all those things I named, doesn't come close to you. You understand that? Let them stick to this script of, you know, I want this and I want that and I want this. Okay, wait around for a guy to come give it to you. I'm going to tell you right now, women can want providers all they want, but what a provider is, they're not actually looking for anyway. So that's why they're in this constant state of delusion. Lavish gifts, trips, showering them and all of this stuff, that's not being a provider. They've warped their minds into thinking that was a provider. They talk about, you know, where are the men that used to go to war and men from the 1950s and da-da-da. Bro, they didn't go on vacations all the time. He wasn't buying her lavish bags all the time. They weren't in $1 million cars, $500,000 cars and all of this stuff, taking trips around the world and being on yachts and boats. They weren't doing that. They've warped their mind into believing something. And once they do that, hey, man, reality is going to show them the truth every time. It's only going to leave them frustrated. So keep getting on with women that want to cooperate with you. Don't deal with women that make it feel like you need to impress her. She should be naturally impressed with the man that you are. And all that stuff is for you, by the way. It's not for her. It's just like, holy shit, this is refreshing. This is an actual guy that I can get on with. It benefits her, but it's for you first. So this was Women Want Providers, and smart men are dating women that actually like them. Hope you guys got a lot out of it. It's your boy, Justin J. Get with you boys in the next video. Like, comment, subscribe. Let's go, boys. Let's go.
Any guy that I talk to from now on has to go on minimum 3 dates before I get. Literally, as soon as you sleep with a guy, doesn't even ask you on dates anymore. And then as soon as you him, he wants nothing to do with you anymore. I'm just not letting men sexualize and objectify me anymore, even though it was my fault and I let them do that and I let them me after like one date. But listen, I'm done. You need to be 6 foot, make at least 6 figures a month, and you're taking me on dates, real in-person dates. Even though Ron, John, and Jeremy got to run through me in the backseat of their car for nothing, it doesn't matter anymore.